So the SMT4 video is taking much more time than expected, and with SMT5 being within arm's reach after 4 long years, it's almost time to kick demon butt and be fabulous while doing it. But before we do, let's talk about demon designs. This game introduces new demons like pretty much every game in the series, all of them being designed by Doi. So let's rate these designs and see how it goes. This video will not include the final boss demon because this game isn't out yet, and I'm not Profacia Gaming. I don't spoil people. While not really new per se, we do have an updated design of Jack Frost. There isn't much to say because you can't really fix perfection. Utmost Chad energy oozing from Jack Frost just got much better. Our first actually new demon is Amino Zakko. In a Doi Says article, he talks about how the idea for this design came from how she was created by Susanoo and tried to go for an android-type look. I quite like this design, and while I know there are certain people in the Megaten community that are not happy about what is supposed to be an old woman made into a cute girl, we all have to agree that this design is nowhere near as offensive to mythology as her. Overall, she's nice. 8 out of 10. Next is Mccool. No, I'm not making it up, that's how it's pronounced. Doi says this design was originally going to be more futuristic, but I wanted to go for a more folklore-like look. I personally think this design is pretty cool. It has that foreign-type look that makes it look interesting. Maybe that's because I'm American and I know close to nothing about foreign culture, but this looks neat. Apparently when spellcasting, he will put his thumb up to his lips because apparently in Legends he sucks his thumb. Good for him. 9 out of 10. Angel got a redesign in this game, so let's talk about it. Doi said that they tried to go for a more gender-neutral look in this game, because they are often regarded as genderless creatures. While very different looking from the BDSM angels we might have gotten used to, this design in my opinion looks really good and fitting for god soldiers. I wouldn't mind if I died and went to heaven, and I wouldn't mind looking like this. While good, it isn't particularly something to write home about. 7 out of 10. Demon. Doi said that the series, as far as he knew, didn't have a stereotypical lower-class demon, so this game should have one. Going for the classic demon wings and pitchforks, these demons are made to be the exact opposite of angels. I think this works quite well, and the design looks really creepy. I feel like they would make good Halloween costumes. The main weakness with this design, like Angel, while a good design, they aren't anything to write home about. 7 out of 10. Hayataro. Doi says conceptually this demon was meant to represent a demon hunting specialist because of the legends of him fighting evil monkey gods. And in early drafts the protagonist would have ridden him around the world of Dot, but said that for technical reasons that couldn't happen, and he would have had an even more different role in the early stories that wouldn't be revealed until after the game launches, and is currently the partner of Yuzuru. What a very regal good boy. I think he looks fluffy and I want to pet him. 9 out of 10. Manananggal. With a very hard to get right name, thanks Filipinos, Doi said that this scary sexy demon would devour babies and fetuses in the night, and was meant to represent eroticism and grotesqueness. And while I am not into monster women, I can see how someone would get turned on by this. Apparently Doi says he likes more exotic demons, but there aren't many opportunities to make them because reasons, I guess. I can see many people getting a weird boner from this design, but personally not for me. 6 out of 10. Probably a useful demon though. Nua, a Chinese creator god. Doi says that for story purposes she takes on a more human form, but her true nature will be seen in game. I've seen quite a few people simp for Snake Mommy, but I ain't into that. I hope she's a fleshed out character and I like her. 7 out of 10. Abdiel. Seen some people criticize this design too, but let's get into the why. Well, even though this demon got designed in SMT4's manga Demonic Gene, she got a new design here. Doi says that her triangular armor is supposed to represent the Holy Trinity, and her tattoos represent how she is both loyal to God, but also a prisoner of God. While I've seen some people criticize this design for being overly sexualized, I really don't see the problem. But then again, I didn't see exactly what was wrong about Pyra and Mithra's design from Xenoblade 2, so maybe I'm not the best person to judge this topic. But I like her. Hope she's good in the story. 8 out of 10. I can't avoid it any longer now, can I? Lugaru is here, and, Doi says he has better mannerisms and dialogue, and oh Doi, why did you do this to me? And represents how he's from France with the French flag. Okay, I can't take this anymore. He's got the pecs, he's got the abs, he's got the muscles, and he's got cake, for goodness sake! Osei has officially been replaced. 10 out of 10. Lovely design. Perfect. New daddy just dropped. Please be the father of my children. Lamu. We are going to ignore the Doi commentary this time because apparently, according to Megaten Twitter, it has wrong information. But I don't blame Doi. I blame Atlas for having outdated and wrong information. Thanks, Woman Encyclopedia. But I will say I do like the design, even if it isn't accurate to mythology. As an artist, I can say the design is at least eye-catching and kind of creepy. 7 out of 10. Hydra. Doi states that since Hydra, the 9-headed monster of legend, is such a big deal, they used many depictions and art from ancient history to make this design. I personally think this design is top-notch. It really looks threatening and I can't wait for it to beat me up. Its venomous fangs will probably make it a difficult boss, and to add to the freaky factor, the way it bears its fangs makes it look a lot like a xenomorph from the Alien franchise. Probably unintentional, but really good in my opinion. 10 out of 10. Next few demons don't have a Doi commentary, but this one has an interview. Idun. Doi stated that she was designed after idols in Japan, and will do idol moves in her attacks, and her idol animation will be a little dance. While I can see how this might upset some members of the community, I think she's perfectly fine. She looks a little like Little Red Riding Hood though, but that is a non-issue to me. I think she'll be a good demon mainly because a trailer showed her doing an attack that restores everyone's HP and an all stats up boost to the whole party. So probably an endgame demon. Seems a little too busted to not be. 7 out of 10. Aitvaras. According to mythology, this demon would hatch from eggs laid by 9 to 15-year-old roosters, and will inhabit a house bringing it either good luck or bad luck, and refuses to leave the property. I like this design. While I have seen people insult it by calling it a Pokemon, I will say that the design perfectly fits a little turd who won't leave your house demon. I'd smack it with a fly swatter. 7 out of 10. Kansu. We're seeing a new design in this game. This demon is important to the story, and looks a lot like a pharaoh. It seems Doi took some inspiration from Kaneko by making basically a human with non-natural skin tones. Looks pretty neat, and hopefully he's a good demon. Or he might suck, that's also possible. Also, he is, I believe, Doi's first design to have nipples, so good for him. 8 out of 10. Closer to a 7, but added a point for nipples. Kaya Nohime. This demon is a Japanese goddess of harvest and crops, and looks a lot like a sequel to Oshira-sama from Soul Hackers. Very creative in my opinion. Instead of getting a most likely sexualized woman, we got a mascot for FarmersOnly.com, and I think that deserves an applause. Good on you, Doi. 9 out of 10. Finally, as of recording, Artemis. Very different from the Persona 2 design. This demon apparently has a reference to a Japanese TV show in one of her attacks, but I don't remember what show that is. She looks cute and definitely fits the goddess in training motif that her side quest gives. So I like her. In my opinion, she is definitely more accurate to mythology than P2 Artemis. Sorry, someone had to say it. 8 out of 10. And that's all the new demons in SMT5. Thanks for watching. I'll continue working on my SMT4 video, which will release eventually. While you're here, go sub to my friends at The House Plays. They are on hiatus right now, but become a fan today so when they return you'll have something to look forward to. They are much funnier than I am. I've been Remote Logo. See you guys later.